Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited to share this DIY with you because it's very simple and the results are amazing. Yes, I'm working with crushed glass again, but this time around, I promise you, it's super easy to apply. I'm so in love with this mirror, and I love the way it sparkles and shines. This is without a doubt one of my favorite DIYs to date, and I hope it ends up being one of your favorites too. This video is sponsored and gives you information on how to get cash back while shopping online, and that includes Dollar Tree, so please keep watching. Today's video is sponsored by Cashback. Cashback is a website and an app. You can use it to save money. So if you're doing any online shopping, personal or business related, consider using Cashback. When you complete a purchase with any one of their merchants, you will receive a percentage of your purchase back as a Cashback rebate. Cashback has over 4,000 merchants on their website to choose from. To name a few, they have Dollar Tree, Walmart, Target, Dollar General, and Amazon. There's no charge to sign up. Just enter your email address and create a password. Let's see how much we can save by shopping at Dollar Tree. Right now, Dollar Tree is offering 4% back on your purchase. I have a couple of DIYs that I need to complete, so let's head on over to Dollar Tree now. Now I'll shop DollarTree.com like I normally do. Dollar Tree offers pick and pack on certain items, like these candlestick holders. You no longer have to purchase the whole case when you only need a few for your home, a DIY, or event. Just look for the pick and pack icon and then select the quantity that you need. Cashback is offering 100% of commission back to members, and because of this, they consistently feature higher rates than their competitors. There's no minimum payout. I have a code below for my subscribers. You'll receive $10 Cashback as a sign-up bonus when you spend at least $25. So head on over and sign up and start saving money today. Thank you, Cashback, for sponsoring this video. Okay, so let's get started. You're going to need 4 of these square signs from Dollar Tree, and these are going to be the baseboard to our mirror. First, you want to cut the strings from each sign. Next, you're going to need some foam board, and you can pick that up at Dollar Tree. As you can see, this is just an old piece of foam board that I had laying around. There's a piece missing off of it, but it'll work fine. This is how we'll be gluing the signs down to the foam board. And as you can see, the foam board is not big enough, so I'll use an additional piece of foam board to fix that problem. We're simply going to start out by gluing the first sign down to the foam board. And I'll be using this really strong glue called 527 along with my hot glue, and I'm going to spread a generous amount on the back of the sign. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've been trying out different glues. I'm trying to stay away from E6000 because it can be bad for your health. Now I'll take my sign and line it up with the corner and the edge of my foam board, and then press it down until the hot glue dries, and that'll also ensure a really tight bond between the two pieces. If you see that your sign is lifting anywhere, simply add more hot glue. Now repeat those same steps with the rest of the signs, but one step I didn't do that I would encourage you to do is add some glue between each sign wherever they connect together. I decided to go ahead and cut the extra foam board that I'll need before I added my 4th sign. Okay, so I have all 4 signs glued down to my foam board. And remember what I said earlier, make sure you add some glue between each one of the signs. I flipped the board over so that I can add the additional piece of foam board that I need. And I just used the bottom half of the foam board because it was straight. I glued the foam board down, then flipped it over and cut off the excess board. Now you want to inspect the board to make sure there's nothing lifting, and if it is, then add more glue. And as I said before, make sure you add some glue between each one of these signs. Here I'm adding some hot glue because there's a little bit of an opening there. So yeah, make sure you put some glue between those signs. Alright, so about 6 hours later, my board is dry and it's quite sturdy. So now I'm ready to move on to the next step. Alright, but before we move on, I want you to take a really good look at the picture. I was doing it from memory. So in the next step, you'll only see me adding strips of mirror in the center of each side of the board. I had forgotten that it had a mirror border around the frame as well. So in the next step, do the border and then add the strips of mirror in the center of each side. Because if you don't do it now, you'll have to do it later, and I ended up having to remove some of the crushed glass in order to create a border around the frame. Okay, so now that we're back on track, one more time, remember to put the mirror border around the board first and then do the step that you see me doing now. As you can see, I'm using mirror tiles, and they do come with adhesive on the back. But since I want to make sure that they are permanently glued to the board, I'm adding some additional glue to them as well. You want to check all your mirror pieces to make sure that they're laying flat against the board. Once you're done with that, you want to take your large round mirror and place it over your strips of mirror to make sure that your round mirror overlaps all 4 pieces. Alright, with that done, let's move on to the mirror. You want to remove the sticker, and then we're going to add some of the tower blocks to elevate the mirror. Now when I'm done putting the mirror together, I don't know if you'll be able to see the tower blocks from the side, so I'm going to add some mirror tiles to those as well, just in case. And I just put the mirror tiles against the block and peeled off how much I needed, and then glued the mirror tiles to the blocks. Next, I glued my blocks down to my mirror, and I made sure to use a really strong adhesive. If you plan to do this, do not use the Dollar Tree Fix-All. It will not hold over time. I also added a small dab of hot glue on the end of each block. While that's drying, I'll go ahead and start gluing my string lights on. Now these lights I picked up from Amazon. I think I got about 7 or 8 in the pack. I prefer using these because the battery pack is really thin, and that makes it easier to hide, and in return your project will look more professional. Okay, so after I was done untangling the wire, I started gluing it down to the mirror with my hot glue gun. And as you can see, it's really easy. All you need to do is just hold the wire down and put some glue over the wire. And be careful not to put any glue over your lights. I'll add a little more glue on the wires on camera, then I'll finish off camera and then come back. Okay, so here I have some caulk that I purchased from Dollar Tree, and I have some silver acrylic paint. Now I got the idea to use these 2 products from another YouTuber. I can't think of her name right now, but I'll be sure to leave it in the information box below. She used the caulk to glue down some mirrors and some cutout pieces of a Dollar Tree plastic tray. So after I saw her video, I wondered if it would work holding my crushed glass in place when I made this mirror. So I decided to give it a try. So here I'm just squeezing some out on a piece of cardboard. And then I'll add in a little bit of the silver paint to make it match the crushed glass more. And I'll also add in some glitter to give it texture. So now I'm about to give it a try to see if it works on one of my signs. But before I do that, let me remind you again, make sure that you have your mirror border in place before going on to this next step. Alright, so I have my crushed glass, I have my mixture, and I have my knife that I'll be using to spread the mixture down onto my board. Okay guys, so this is really easy. You want to take some of the mixture onto your knife and cut it in as close as you can to your mirror tiles without actually getting it on there. But if you do, don't worry about it. You can wipe it off later. So you want to put a fair amount down. You don't want it too thick, but you want to try and keep it even and consistent. I would compare this to putting frosting on a cake. Put the mixture on the board in small to medium sections because you want to be able to add the crushed glass before the mixture dries. Completely cover the mixture in the crushed glass and then press the glass into the mixture. Now I'll need to make another batch of the mixture and then add some more to the board. Just repeat the same steps. Add the mixture onto the board, pour some crushed glass on top, press the crushed glass down into the mixture, and then move on to another part of the board. Now you won't have to put crushed glass over the entire board because the mirror will be covering the center, so just only take it as far as you need to. Okay, so I'm going to let this sit for about 10 minutes and then pour all my crushed glass onto this brown paper. Okay guys, so this was the moment of truth. I found out if my experiment worked or not. And the answer is yes, it worked. It worked perfect. So now I can finish adding the rest of the crushed glass to my board. To save on time, I went ahead and added the rest of the crushed glass off camera. And I also put some of my square bling around the mirror to give it a more finished look. You can also use some diamond wrap or whatever you have on hand. I put the mirror in the center of the board to make sure that it overlapped the crushed glass as well. I made sure that the center of the board was completely free of any debris. I then added a generous amount of strong glue to each one of the tower blocks. Next, I flipped the mirror over and put it in the center of my board. Now you guys know I hardly ever measure, but this is one time you do want to measure if you want your mirror to sit directly in the center of the board. Next, I apply some pressure with my hands and then put a weight on top of the mirror for 24 hours. "24 hours later, I glued my hooks to the back of my mirror. Now this part is really important. You want to use a really strong glue. I'm using Power Tack. I put the glue on the back of the hook, held it in place, and then put hot glue on top of the hook. I also added a piece of tape to help hold it until the glue sets up. The very next day, I hung up my mirror, turned the switch on, and then hid it between the mirror and the board. And here's another look at my beautiful mirror. I found the perfect place for it in my bedroom, and I absolutely love it. Okay everyone, this concludes my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you're inspired to recreate it, please tell me about it in the comments below. I would love to hear about it. Okay guys, and don't forget to sign up for Top Cashback to help you save money while you're shopping online. And please remember to thumbs it up if you enjoyed this video. Alright guys, see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.